Good morning, legends, and welcome to this super special episode of Come and Draw with Nick. But before we get started, I need to ask you one question. Have you got your pen? Have you got your paper? Because I need you to come and draw with me as we draw together. It's a bit rainy outside here in Warburton, so we're going to draw up a storm here in my studio. I call it Ground Level Studios. Why is it called Ground Level Studios, I hear you ask? It's because it's at the ground level of my house. That's why I call it Ground Level Studios. We are going to have a lot of fun today. We've got so many giveaways to give away today. It is a prize bonanza. We had a super big week last week where we had two sessions. One, the normal top 5 session, and then we had an epic animal session. So we're giving away prizes from people that drew cartoons, and they donate. And on our behalf, Nick Love Cartoons' behalf, we donated $2 for every animal picture that was drawn. So we got to donate some money to the people out there at Black Snake Productions as they look after their animals in this difficult time of COVID. Without further ado, we are going to start up with our warm-up picture. Like every good athlete, you need a warm-up. So we are going to warm up with a suggestion from last week. We had a fantastic suggestion. Can you draw Gizmo? And for a lot of those people out there, especially if you're a young kid, who the heck is Gizmo? One of the movies I loved growing up, it was called Gremlins, right? And if you're a little kid, I would suggest that maybe you ask your mum and dad before watching Gremlins, because it is a bit scary, but it's about this little creature called a Mogwai, right? And his name was Gizmo, cute little creature, but some strange things happened to him throughout the course of the movie. But I'm not going to focus on that yet. So I'm going to grab my Sharpie and I'm going to draw you my interpretation of what Gizmo looked like. So I've got my Sharpie, or my draw sword, as I like to call it. I'm going to start with his eyes. Yeah, big round eyes. They kind of cupped a bit like that. Nice big round eyes. I tell you what, I really need the warm-up picture today because it's a bit cold and I'm wearing a T-shirt. Probably should have put a jumper on. Oh, I dropped a Sharpie. I'll colour his eyes in a bit there. Draw his little mouth. Now, these little dudes, they had massive ears, a bit like that. If you ever knew what the toy the Furby was, a Furby kind of looked like like Gizmo a little bit. Or his ears like that. Or his other ears, his other ear. All around. Yeah, little hands. Little claw feet. So the thing about Gizmo, right, there was 5 rules, I think there were. There were some certain rules that you had to follow if you were going to look after Gizmo. 1, you couldn't feed him after midnight. Feeding him after midnight was really bad. He hated sunlight. You couldn't let him near the sunlight. No light. He didn't like light. What's the other thing? You couldn't feed him after midnight. Didn't like sunlight. You couldn't get him wet, because if you got him wet, some bad things happened and he turned into a gremlin. Nobody wants to be turned into a gremlin. So we're going to sign our name on this warm-up picture. That was a very good warm-up picture. I love the movie Gremlins. I much prefer them as the Mugwai or Gizmo than I did the Gremlin, because those little dudes were super cute. All right, that's our warm-up picture for today. So how these sessions work, it's really quite easy. I'm going to click the button. It's really quite easy. You get to tell me what to draw, and I invite you to get some paper, get some pencils, and come and draw with me, because drawing together is heaps of fun. I'd love to draw with you, and I'd love to see what you come up with. So we've done the warm-up picture. Woohoo! That was our warm-up picture. Click. Now, if you draw a picture and you show it to me, whether it's on my socials, whether you email it to laugh@nicklovecartoons.com, you go into the running to win a prize called the Draw and Show Bag. I've got one up here. You see it up here? That's ready to go. I'm going to explain what the Draw and Show Bag is in just a second, but we have got some giveaways to give away from our epic animal session last week, where people drew heaps of pictures. There were so many pictures. We had pictures of crocodiles, of snakes, of dogs and stuff. So our first winner of the 5 animal pictures that we gave away, we drew on the session. We drew the owl, we drew a snake, we drew a green tree frog. Look at that tree frog. My pages are stuck together. My sausage fingers can't open the pages. We drew Roger the dingo. And then last of all, we drew Fluffy the croc. So the winners of these 5 pictures, they drew a massive amount of pictures. They drew like 11 animal pictures. That goes to, drum roll please, Taj and Zay. I think the name, if I've pronounced that right, you guys have won those 5 pictures. You've done a fantastic effort on that. The next winner of the lolly bag, and in this lolly bag there's some sherbet stuff. You've got candy sours. You've got like a dummy that's made of candy. That's pretty cool. And you got some Fizz Whiz. The winner of that lolly bag goes to the amazing Sid Sevi. He drew a dingo, he drew a snake, and he also drew Fluffy the croc. So that goes to you, mate. I hope you enjoy that. But the big winner of the Draw and Show Bag for this week, drum roll please, goes to the amazing, I'll bring up the picture because it's super amazing, goes to Caleb. Caleb, well done, mate. I super love this picture, mate. I love the amount of animals that you've got in this picture. That is super cool. I love the greenness in your tree frog. It really pops. I love the freshwater croc. Who doesn't love a croc? And I love the dingo that's sitting down there. I'll point at him. I super love the dingo, and I love the tree. I just love everything about this picture. It's super amazing, and that is why you've won this week's Draw and Show Bag. Now, if you want to win a Draw and Show Bag just like Caleb, you super can. Just to let you know what you've won, Caleb, in your Draw and Show Bag, you've won the 5 pictures from last week's Come and Draw with Nick session. You also win these awesome textures that look like paintbrushes. So it's like you're painting, but it's with a texture, so you don't get messy, which is also good. You get these pencils. You also get 2 draw swords. Actually, this week you get 3 draw swords. You get a normal grey lead. I love grey leads. You get a gripper grey lead, which has got a gripper on it, so it helps you draw. And you also get a Sharpie draw sword. That's pretty cool. But you also get a lolly box that comes with lolly pizza, lolly hot dog, lolly burger, and some Fizz Whiz. So that's all for you, Caleb. What an amazing effort. Fantastic picture. You are a fantastic artist. And if you want to go into the running of winning next week's Draw and Show Bag, all you need to do, simply draw a picture, send it to me via my socials, and I'll click that up for you right now. Yeah, follow me on Facebook. You can message me, get your mum or dad to do it. But if you're old enough, do it yourself. You can email me at laugh@nicklovecartoons.com.au. You can even send it via the mail. Whatever you like, just get me your pictures so I can see them and you go in the running of winning the prize. But The time has come. I need you to give me 5 suggestions. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will put your suggestions up here on my whiteboard. Do I have any suggestions yet coming through? Cool. We have got some people saying they're excited. That's also cool. But for this session to work, I need your suggestions. So if you're one of the 17 people watching, here's one suggestion coming via the amazing Dave. Our first suggestion is a group of hippos enjoying some extra family time during lockdown. So we'll write a family of hippos. That's a great suggestion. William wants an eagle. Oh, I love eagles. Just not the ones that play for Marcel, the legend that is Marcel, down there at Phillip Island, CYC, absolutely legend of a bloke. He wants a mosquito playing football. We can draw that. A mosquito the legend that is Mosquito that plays for Essendon's playing this week, playing tonight actually. Cannot wait to see him play. Mosquito playing footy. Great suggestion. Go Bombers. Oh, we're getting the suggestions coming in thick and fast. From Abby, she wants a unicorn. I don't think you can do a session without drawing a unicorn. So we'll put unicorn in. Oh, gee, we've got a lot of suggestions coming through. Our last suggestion that we are looking for, we got a gorilla, we got a dragon. Lucian Mason will like to see you draw a cricket playing cricket. That's very funny. A cricket playing cricket. A clown brushing a crocodile's teeth from Caleb. Caleb, your legend. That's a great suggestion. A unicorn dancing. Well, I've got unicorn down. How about we put dancing next to it? We amalgamate that. Dancing, that's a great suggestion. Actually, I think we drew a unicorn dancing last week. I think we might scrap that suggestion because we've drawn a lot of unicorns. And if you want to go back through my videos, you can see a lot of unicorns. Just trying to make some room for these fantastic suggestions that are coming through. I like the suggestion of a caterpillar being sucked into a black hole. That is a fantastic suggestion. We're going to write that in. A caterpillar being sucked into a black hole. I would hate to be sucked into a black hole. And the last suggestion, let me go through what we've got here. We've got a lot of suggestions coming through. A branded burger. Now, some of the best burgers you can get are from branded, I'll give you that. But some of these other suggestions are, look, you can't go past a gorilla. Let's draw a gorilla. So there we have our top 5 suggestions. That is a fantastic suggestion of a gorilla. I tell you what, Elliot, the suggestion of a dragon, that came so close, but I know that I've drawn dragons before. So our first suggestion came from the amazing David. We're going to put his suggestion up on the screen. A group of hippos enjoying some family time during lockdown. So we are going to grab our first piece of paper. How do I know it's our first piece of paper? Because it's got a number 1 in the corner. So we are going to draw a group, a family of hippos. Draw the hippo teeth in. I think they might be playing a board game, this family. What do you reckon? I reckon I know the best board game that these family of hippos could be playing. All right. So we've got, I would call this Daddy Hippo. How do I know he's Daddy Hippo? Because he's got a mustache. Daddy Hippo's got a mustache. I won't draw the board game in yet. We'll draw Mummy Hippo in. She can be in the middle. Beautiful eyelashes Mummy Hippo has. Now, keep your suggestions coming in. They could be the warm-up picture for next week, because we always need suggestions here at Come and Draw with Nick. Mummy's got some lips. Draw her bald hippo head. Actually, she doesn't have a bald hippo head. We'll draw her with some hair. And then we'll draw in the corner Junior Hippo, their son, Junior. Playing his favourite board game. He likes to play with his parents. They're at the table playing board games. What could the board game be? All right, let's draw the board game in. It's got a bit of a lever. Looks a bit like a hippo. Draw the balls around. Draw this hippo on this side. He's got his arm out playing. Mum's piece is there. Balls are flying everywhere. They're having a bit of a laugh, so we'll draw some laughter. Ha 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 ha. So there we have it, our first picture of the day. We have a family of hippos. They're spending some quality time together in lockdown, and they're playing the board game Hungry Hungry Hippo, where you've got to get all the balls, and they're having a great time. Balls are flying everywhere. They're playing Hungry Hungry Hippo. So that is picture number one. Number one. All right. So we're up to picture number two. Before we move on to picture number two, we're going to tick off that we've drawn picture number one. We've ticked. So I'm not going to make the same mistake that I made last week. You see, this is a Sharpie, right? And I have a whiteboard marker that looks exactly the same. And last week I've used this on my whiteboard and it didn't rub off. So I had to get some cleaning agents and clean my whiteboard. What a nuffy. No, Nick. You need to use a whiteboard marker on your whiteboard. All right. We're up to picture number two, which is eagles. So I think the suggestion was an eagle, but I've put an S at the end, so we need to draw two eagles. What a great suggestion that was. We are going to draw a nice big eagle. I'm going to get a better Sharpie than that one because that was terrible. Going to draw some nice big eagle eyes. Eagles have those beaks that kind of bend down a bit. So there we have the Eagle's head. We'll draw his big eagle wings. I know what we're doing. We're going to draw a whole heap of baby eagles. There we have the daddy eagle. He's just flown in because he's protecting his two boys. This is Sam and Tom, his two boys. And we'll draw the sun. Feel free to comment and share, guys. Whatever you need to do, I'll be checking on the comments in just a second once I finish this picture. But yeah, love for you to have your say and become involved in the show. That'd be awesome. So that is picture number 2. We'll sign our name. Very important too, guys, that if your name isn't Nick, don't sign Nick. So if your name's, say, Caleb, you would write Caleb. All right, that's picture number 2. We're going to tick that off the list. What a great suggestion that was. Tick. So there we have it, guys. We have picture number 2. We have an eagle with his two boys, Sam and Tom. He's just flown around and collected some worms. Oh, I didn't click. William wants an eagle. So there you go, eagle. Oh, sorry. There you go, William. There's your eagle, my friend. What a great suggestion that was. Our next suggestion comes from the great Marcel. We are going to draw a mosquito playing football. But before we do, let's just check on the comments that have come through. I do like the suggestion of baby Darth Vader. I quite like that. Rod Sloan, how are you, mate? A dancing kangaroo with a tattoo on. These are all very good suggestions. Make sure you tune in next week to see whether any of these suggestions are the warm-up picture for next week. Yes, go Bombers. Very good. My babies are calling Lily and Liz Zabai. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Good suggestion. If you write on your whiteboard with a Sharpie, use a whiteboard marker on it next time. Okay, let's go back through the suggestions. It was a mosquito, so we need picture number 3. Piece of paper. Here we have number 3. We will put it in our... Have you met my drawing board ready? His name's Ready to Draw. Because he's always ready to draw. So we're going to draw a mosquito. We'll draw his eyes. Eyes. Now, this is the first time drawing a mosquito. I don't think I've ever drawn a mosquito before. I know they've got very long, pointy noses to bite you and pull out your blood. That's disgusting. How can they drink blood? We'll draw his big mosquito wings. Oh, this mosquito likes to follow the football. I wonder who he follows. For his arms. For his other. Because mosquitoes, they have 6 legs. So I'm going to divvy it up to have the 4 arms and 2 legs. Yep, that's fine. For his shoes. Good quality shoes. At this stage, he could barrack for the Bombers or he could barrack for Richmond. We'll just get a little bit of colour into this picture. Yeah, there we're talking. Go Bombers. Sign your name. Mosquito, he absolutely loves the Bombers. He loves the fact that tonight a guy named Irving Mosquito is playing his first game for the Bombers. So his name's actually Mosquito. How funny is that? What a great name. I wish my name was Nick Mosquito. That would be cool. He barracks for the Bombers. We're playing Richmond, so fingers crossed. Hopefully we can get a win. That would be really good. That is picture number 3. Go Bombers. So we'll grab our whiteboard marker and we'll tick that off. We have a next suggestion, which is picture number 4. We are cooking through all the suggestions today, guys. Thank you so much for being so prompt with all your suggestions. They've been super good. Like, I don't think there's been a week with some of the best suggestions. I'm seeing a lot of new names watching this week, which is super cool. Yeah, love it. I love all the people. North Melbourne. North Melbourne. Why would you write North Melbourne? North Melbourne. Eagles with pet beagles. I like it. I should have drawn that. Eagles with pet beagles. That's cool. All right, we are going to move on to picture number 4. A caterpillar being sucked in. Let me see if I can find that suggestion. Let's show that. A caterpillar being sucked into a black hole. Brendan's request. Now, here's a challenge for you, young Brendan. I want you to draw a caterpillar being sucked in to a black hole, and maybe you could win the draw and show bag just like Caleb did today. That'd be cool. All right, we're going to draw a caterpillar being sucked in to a black hole. I'm going to start with his eyes. He's looking a bit concerned, this caterpillar. He's calling out for help. Can somebody help him? Or his little antenna thingies. Now, because black holes are generally in space, I'd imagine, I'm going to turn this caterpillar into a space caterpillar. Very space helmet on. Draw some of his many hands and legs because he's a caterpillar. Oh no, it's the pool of the black hole. Sucking him in. Draw his other legs. Draw his oxygen tank. Needs oxygen. There's the black hole there. Yeah, because it's space, we're going to draw a little bit of shading to make it look like space. We'll draw some stars. We might draw the moon up here. And there we have picture number 4. For the legend that is Brendan, we have a caterpillar being sucked into the black hole. But don't be too worried about this caterpillar. On the other side of the black hole is a massive, massive leaf that he can chew on. So every cloud's got a silver lining, and in this case, a black hole. He's going to get a massive leaf to chew on. What a great idea. I love that suggestion. A caterpillar being sucked into a black hole. And our last picture for the day. We've got some new comments coming through. Keep them coming through. Keep the discussion coming. Someone said, go Pies. Now, there should be a rule on this show that if you barrack for Collingwood or you say go Pies, you should be blacklisted, black and white listed. You shouldn't be allowed back in. No. Oh, good to know that Caleb's happy. Caleb, an absolute superstar. Keep the drawing up, mate. Keep watching. And if you want to learn how to draw a bit better and draw a bit more, jump on my YouTube channel. There's how to draw videos and stuff on there. This is a bit of fun where I just draw, but in those sessions, in those videos, I show you how to draw shapes and do some. I think there's a video on how to draw a elephant from a lolly wrapper shape. That's pretty cool. So we're going to finish up with our last picture for the day. Picture number 5. Number 5 is alive. We are going to draw a gorilla. How do you make a toasty cheese? In the gorilla. What a great joke that is. So we're going to draw a gorilla. We are going to draw a big gorilla. Draw his eyes there. Draw his other eye. He's climbing up something, this gorilla. Oh, that's clearly not the suggestion, a caterpillar being sucked into a black hole. Let's change that. Click, 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 click. There you go. Change that. Happy days. Now we're drawing a gorilla. He's climbing up something. Now, gorillas have ears. Let me just check. Oh, yeah. They've kind of got ears. We've got small little ears there. That's better. Big gorilla. He's climbing up something. He's waving at us. Thanks, mate. Climbing up a big building. All those skyscrapers. Funnily, that wrecks the sky. We'll give it a bit of shading. We've got someone at the top of the building. This guy's not happy. You're 5 Ks away from the zoo. Go home. Good suggestion. Because we're locked down, he should be back at the zoo, this guy. But this gorilla loves the view. Why do gorillas climb up massive buildings, I hear you ask? Because they love the view. Why else would you climb up a building? All right, we're going to sign our name. And that is picture number 5 for this week's session. What a fantastic suggestion. I just want to thank everyone for being a part of today's studio session. There's a lot of good suggestions. I even say thank you to the Collingwood supporters that have watched. You know, I'm an equal opportunities cartoonist that whether you're black or white, doesn't matter. If you barrack for Collingwood, you're welcome to watch my shows and draw pictures. So come and draw with me as we draw next week's top 5 suggestions. So keep your suggestions coming in. Like I said, I want to see your suggestions. So you could be like Caleb and win one of the draw and show bags. But at the end of the day, drawing's so much fun. If we can't do much, like go out to the parties or go out to the movies or go out to different things, what we can do is pick up a draw sword and all draw together. So until next week, keep watching. And if you didn't see last week's episode of the Epic Animals, go back and have a watch of that. There's some really cool animals in those videos, so I encourage you to do that. But if you want to join my crusade of bringing joy to people through cartooning, it's really quite simple. All you need to do is jump on my Facebook page. If you're on there now, you well done, superstar. You can like me on Instagram at GetNickToDraw, or you can follow my YouTube channel, Nick Love Cartoons, where you'll get different how to draw cartoons and different stuff. So join my crusade, be a cartoon crusader, pick up a draw sword, and let's all draw together. Until next week at 9:30, keep drawing, and I'll see you then. Thanks, guys.